question. Go.
Today is 4th of September 2016. I'm here with my son Ravinder to talk about my childhood. And the time during that period was very different than what we can see 2016. I was born in a village, and unfortunately there was no name for that village, but a number. That number was 290, and it's not the only number that's sufficient, but you have to write it on which canal that village was from, and it was from the canal called Changu branch. So my full address was 200 village 290 JB, post office Janiwala, district Lalpur in those days, and Lalpur gone into Pakistan.
And how old were you then at this period that you're talking about? How old?
I was about going to school at that time, grade. So when I got conscious from grade 1 to grade 8, and the school was about 5 kilometers away.
And what was it like walking? You had to walk to school?
We have to walk to school, especially in winter. We had a wonderful time going to school because we will go hour and a half before to start there, to be reaching there. During the in between, we had the wheat farms, which was very plain, and we used to play football over there. If there is a bit windy, there was a windbreak, we used to sit at the windbreak, and mango tree garden was at the back. It is a wonderful time to go, and as we're going through towards the school near there, that there is a bell rings, and that will tell us how long we need to take to go to the school, and we run for our life to reach at school on time.
And how long would it take you to walk from your home to school?
It is about an hour or so, and it's a little long distance, and especially when you're going to grade 1 and your 5-6-year-old child going 1 hour walking all the way through, it was not funny for them.
And did you walk with a group of people? Or
yeah, because from our village, because there are no school there, and we all village kids got together when school was time, and then we all walked together.
What happens if it was raining?
Oh, it's raining. It's never experienced that type of raining, but we always manage to go to school.
And then how long was your school day? What time would you get to school?
And it's good. But I think it varies. In winter, it was 9 o'clock till whatever time, and in the summer, it was about 7 or half past 7, because it's always time was changing for the school according to the season.
And how many people were in your class?
Oh, I can't remember how many teachers were in the class, but only one I remember. There are 5 students in my class with the same name as I am, Joginder Singh Joseph.
They have the same name?
Same name. Out of those different Josephs were the only one, but with the different surnames. But out of these 5, 2 had the same father's name as well.
Oh, wow.
It was very coincidental that way. I clearly remember that. And I remember our teacher, they made a world map on the ground. All the at the back Himalayas, and then all the whole India and the sea. It was a wonderful knowledge to see how the world looked like. And at school we had our 2 different water supply, one for the Hindus and Sikhs, one for the Muslims. This was so different. But we were not enemies. It was just being caste. They wanted not to be together. But also, at one time, headmaster was very asthmatic, some other teacher, and my grandfather, Kushal Singh Joseph, he was a Hakim, or what the other name for that one is, and he treated the headmaster, and he was very familiar, very I was grateful for that one.
He helped. The headmaster was sick, and he helped
Yeah,
him.
he went to my grandfather for treatment.
And what qualifications did your grandfather have?
It is a self-acquired knowledge,
Yeah.
and he was very good in doing so. He wrote 2-3 books. Unfortunately, that books were not retrieved because at the time of partition.
So what type of medicine did he practice?
Oh, that homeopathic medicine.
Okay, and he was effective, was he, with that?
Very effective. That was very effective. And
so the principal was very grateful that.
oh yes, he was very grateful. And
how many other people did he treat?
no, he was teaching everybody, but I'm talking about specifically from a teacher because he was more important than everybody else.
Yeah.
He was available like a GP here. He was available to everybody.
Okay.
And furthermore, during school days, we have a recess. Recess, we have sit together, all the boys, eat our lunch, and Muslim boys would sometimes tease us and they touch our lunch, and we were not. We say we don't want to eat this lunch. You can have it.
Because they touched it and
they touched it. It is very superficial differentiation, but on the whole, we are very good friends, playing with each other and everything. And I remember when in the recess once in winter, you put your chadar, your sheet on the floor so that your clothes don't get dirty, and another classmate tried to sit on my sheet and we tried to wrestle. And unfortunately, he was on me, my arm was on myself, and I broke my right arm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was excruciating.
And how did you get home that day?
Just walking. That's
with a broken arm?
With broken arm.
So you had to walk for an
Yeah,
hour?
that's right. And then we went with the quack. He was doing straighten my arm from the elbow every day, 24 hours. It was, that means what was healed, that was again undone. And my parents, mother and father, were in Karachi at that time. And my uncle, mother's brother wrote to them that your son is suffering so much, you come and help him. They came, and then luckily there was another fellow. They talk about good broken mending, and he was away quite a long distance from our village. And when we parents approached him, he said, "I'm going to railway station Janiwala, and your village is on the way, and I will see your son." And he came, he undid what other people were doing, then he put splinters on my arm and made it immobile. And they said, I will see him after whatever time. And when he came, it was half healed and was very, very interesting, and I could use my right arm without any trouble.